was gifted this by the brand. You guys gotta check this out. Let me show you. All right, so we have our board here. You can see here, this will tell you when it's fully charged. And then this is gonna be for the brightness. The power button here is gonna cycle through. Like you can see now it's green and blue and like a yellow. A lot of colors. Now I appreciate this here. This is gonna be like your little stand. It's not gonna come off, so you're not gonna lose it. It just snaps right into place here, so if you need to lay it flat. Now one thing they do suggest, which is probably a good idea. If you're gonna draw on it flat, you see how this is kind of like, it leaves like a little space under here. So like there's a space here where it doesn't meet, but if you bring it so that that part is off of your table, then you can press on this and not worry about breaking it. So I would recommend that. Okay, so we're gonna put this out. I'm gonna show you. All right, so we can draw, you know, our things on here. It writes nice. Okay, so I wrote, hi, my name is Karen. That was my name. And then if you cycle through, okay. Now I use the purple marker, but as I cycle through the colors, it looks different. This looks kind of cool. Oh, it's kind of neat. And then, like I said, you can make the light a little dimmer if you want. See how it's changing? Or you can brighten up the light and it changes the colors as you go. Kids are gonna love this. All right, let's see what it looks like in the dark. How cool is this? I think it's so cool that there's some colors that's cool. So fun. All right, Mom, I know what you're asking, but if my kid draws on himself, will it come off easy? Let's see. All right, so I'm gonna draw that on my hand. I'm just gonna take a regular wipe. Okay. Yeah, comes off real easy. And you're also asking, what if they write on their clothes with a marker? Let's see if it comes out. All right, let's see. Oh no, little Jimmy, he drew on his shirt with the marker. All right, so let's see if it comes out. Oh, look at that. It's already, did you see how much came out with just, wow, just water already. That was pretty cool. All right, so let's just put a little bit of soap. All right, I'm just gonna kind of see if I can scrub it out. Didn't take much work either. Feel like that soap, feel like the soap kind of took all that purple out. Look at that. Nice. All right, let me show you. I'll show you the spot where I put the, see? There's nothing, no purple. It came right out. Well, that's good to know. So it's going to come with this little cloth that you can wipe it with, and it just comes right off. And you know what? If you want, you can you can use the gloves that they came with. And then what these do is if you're going to grab the here, it's not going to put your fingerprints on. Okay, and then you can just kind of just wipe this off. Now you can also, they give you a little squirt bottle. So you just put water in it. Don't put anything alcohol based in this. This might ruin the board, but you just do that. Wow. All right, that just came right off. So maybe you just use water each time. Okay, so what they also give you, which is kind of cool, if you want, do I look like Michael Jackson with my glove? I'm gonna leave it on. They give you drawing paper also. So what you could do is you could put this behind the glass and then you can kind of like trace it. So I would lay this down, you know, that's kind of neat too, or you could just trace it, look, and you can just trace it. You can draw on it. Let's do it. Let's draw. I can't do it with my glove on. I can't get the top off with my glove on. All right. So if I'm gonna just sit here tracing, you know, I can just, oh, I'm gonna do a little purple on the holes or here. And then when they're done, you could see if you flip it up, you know, you're gonna have, it's gonna look like, that's so cool. Oh, this thing's neat. I wish I had one of these for when my kids were little. They would play with it all the time. And honestly, my 19-year-old will probably use this. I'm just saying. No judging. No judging there. All right, now I want to show you one more thing about this. It comes with this long chain. Okay, this is just a chain, you see? And then it's got like these little things on the ends of both of them. Okay, so what you can do is you can hang this. By the way, if you long hold the power button, it will turn it off. So you don't have to like cycle through everything till the off comes on. So what you're gonna do is you have this little, see this little thing here with the screw? And then a little screw. So the screw's gonna go through one side and you're gonna put that little thing on the other. I'll just drop that one. We're gonna use this one instead, and then I'm gonna show you. So this is just gonna get screwed on here. Now this has a little, okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna screw this on here. So you're gonna, they have these little holes. See these two little holes up top. So you're gonna put the screw through and you're gonna take this side, woo, and then you're just gonna kinda screw that onto there. Okay, real super easy. Okay, so then you've got your little circle hook thing, and then you have this, then you have this part. So then this can just clip right in. All right, and then you do the other side. You see how, now you've got this. So now you can hang it. If you want to store it in like a closet and you can hang it up, you've got this little hook thing. This little hook thing that's gonna, and it's got like the sticky back to it. You can stick that on your wall in like the closet or the playroom somewhere, and this can just hang right up and then they can grab it when they need it. I like that, it's a good feature. This is everything you get with it. You've got your board and some instructions. There's some coloring sheets, your markers, your gloves, your cloth to wipe it with, charging cable, the lanyard, a bottle for your water, and even a thing to hang it from. All right, this is gonna be super easy to charge. You just plug it in. This is your charging area here, and you're gonna plug it into your brick. Now, one thing I think is awesome about this is that if it runs out of battery and you need to charge it, you could still use it. See, and turn it on when it's not fully charged, obviously, but it's charging, but you can use it while it's being charged. Awesome idea. I would highly recommend this. I think this is a fun little thing for kids. It's a little bit different. Also, BPA free, non-toxic, so you can feel good about it. Everybody likes to feel good about the stuff they give their kids. Would I recommend it? Yes, 100% yes. Get yourself one.